Okay, yeah, I guess so. In terms of my background, I actually started as a data scientist, right? So I worked in finance for a while. I was working and living in New York. I worked at a hedge fund, and most of my work there was focused on natural language processing. So this is before the time of like Gen AI and LLMs and all of this. So medyo manual pa siya nung time na yon, diba? So we were building a lot of like sentiment analysis models like from scratch. I remember like kaya text summarization like from scratch yun. Like you have to explain the algorithm and all of that. So that's really where my interest and my background was. And I moved back home to the Philippines after, or I guess during the pandemic. And since then, have been working with different startups, organizations. I am also an instructor at For the Women Philippines, where I teach machine learning and Python. And yeah, I authored a book back in 2019 called The Data Resource. And it basically talks about how we can leverage data science in emerging markets. So really excited about all of those things. It's something I've been passionate about. But one thing about my journey, I think, is somewhat interesting is I didn't start in data science, right? I started as
Mm.
an archaeologist. So a lot of these things na I'm doing now, minsan, a lot of the time I still think of myself as a career switcher. So that's especially why I'm passionate about like teaching and doing all of these boot camps, right? Because I think especially when I started learning how to code, and especially when I started as a woman in tech, mayroong layer
Mm.
of, parang nakaka-intimidate, di ba? I haven't been coding since I was like 8 years old, or like people say you should have been coding since you were like in diapers or something. So syempre, I used to write papers, not code. Right? But like, I'm thinking of me as an archaeology major, if I can do it, then syempre kayang-kaya din ng lahat ng tao. That's why I always kind of campaign for and champion for a data science for everyone or AI for everyone, not just because there's a space for everyone in AI, but even as engineers, when we build stuff with AI, we should build not just for one person or one subset, but we
Yeah.
should be building like for the world because our users are global. So yeah, that's a bit more about me.